Welcome, everybody, to another Lethals and Frank Wolf's Vapor Lounge Live. The Vapor Lounge Live is what we're going to call it from now on. Just the Vapor Lounge Live, not Lethal's Vapor Lounge Live, just the. Hello, Frank, and hello to our very special guest again for the second week in a row, Mr. Sean Typhon.
Oh, I'm special, all right.
Oh, special Fred?
Just a little bit
Special.
special.
Stephen Lynch. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah. So Frank, we all know that you're not a still frame, and that is your actual person in front of us. How was your week?
Apparently,
Okay, so
apparently it was that good. He's still frozen from it.
I
oh
tried.
yes,
It was a valiant effort, sir. It was a valiant effort.
hell yeah.
Good stuff.
Five Mario coins for that.
Week's been good, and yeah, let's get this show rolling. How
Oops.
about you, Shawnee Teen? What are you drinking?
I'm enjoying a fine adult beverage. I do believe they call these extra pale ales here in the States. I don't know if they have a funny name for them there in the Canadian lands, but yes.
Moose Brewed.
And I feel that I'm drinking it out of such a fancy glass that I must drink with my pinkies out. So, pinkies out, gentlemen.
Pinkies out. Where's my cup? Right there. I got a styrofoam
Pinkies
cup,
out.
Keeping it classy, you know. Pinkies
and I
out,
got
even with
coffee.
styrofoam.
I got coffee.
So, what is the haps with you, Mr. Styrofoam Coffee Man?
Not much, man. After what is it? Last Friday, I had a very bad day because I know you know. I ended up knocking my mod over onto my phone, which destroyed my phone, and I was out of a phone for a few days. Had really solid brother of ours come through clutch for me, helping me out, and we got me a new phone. So
Yeah.
that's about the most exciting thing that's happened to me. No, actually, I lied. The other neat thing is that I've actually found a potential for part-time work. So
Nice.
happy with that too. I mean,
Where at?
it's not the cleanest job in the world. I'll be shoveling horse shit, but you know,
That's not a joke, folks. He will literally be shoveling shit.
yes, yes, I will. Hopefully, assuming this all goes well. I've since I talked with the person, I took a look online and looked at the horse barn and everything, and I'm a bit nervous going in there. I'm gonna go in anyways, but I'm gonna be a bit nervous going in there. It's a dressage and equine center and training facility as
Mm-hmm.
well, and they deal with nothing but show horses. And I guess the lady that owns the barn is a Grand Prix rider, which is
Nice.
a step below Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's very high class, and I don't think I'm gonna be what they're looking for, but I'm gonna go anyways and give it a shot.
I mean, if you're a stable hand, they don't expect you to have a ton of class. They expect you to shovel
Mm-hmm.
shit like a boss.
True.
That's it. The good thing is because I'm not supposed to be working, this is gonna be like kind of light duty, because it's only 2 days a week for about 4.5 hours a day. So
Yeah.
it's something.
A little
Going
walking
stir crazy.
change makes everybody feel a lot better in life.
That's true.
You know, just to
How
be
many
able to.
horsepowers does horsepower power?
That would be 1 horse per horsepower.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
A very good question. Very good question.
The question is, are we talking Clydesdale scale or not?
Oh God.
Because if we're talking Clydesdale scale, that's a number of.
No, these
Well, that's a different show. Sorry.
dressage ponies tend to be like, oh Jesus, I can't even think right now.
My pony, my saddles.
Yeah, there's ponies and saddles, and there's a whole lot of everything. Not thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds are primarily racing horses.
So the question remains: are you going to let yourself get kicked by one of these horses?
Oh
Mhm.
no, No, I've been working around horses through my wife for about 12 years now. She's taught me pretty much everything I need to know to be around horses, um, what to look for, and the little signs that they're not happy with something.
So you're not
Uh,
gonna get brain damage by getting kicked by a horse, then?
No.
Good. That's
Good.
what we care about.
Actually, 1 horsepower is more than the power of a single horse. They were generous to the horses.
See?
So
Zing.
we've got some buffets to do here. Yeah, so actually that's about everything for my week. Everything else is uninteresting and just basic bitch shit. Um,
Can we just congratulate like a good brother right here? Because he's soon to be having a new job. And
yes.
we're just so happy for him.
Vaping Irish is getting a new job. Congratulations, Vaping
No,
Irish, buddy.
sir.
Congratulations,
no.
Favoring Irish.
No, sir. Of course not. We're talking about the one and only angry hippie himself, Sean Tyson.
Yeah, I will be a little less angry now. For those who don't know, I'm a grease monkey. I'm a lube tech. I do oil changes and basic maintenance on automobiles. Automobiles are those things that people get in and drive. There's those really big, heavy pieces of metal that go zooming down the road. For those of us who are really dumb. But yeah, there's this company in the world. Some of you guys might know about. They're called Jeep and Chrysler, and they were just so kind enough to say, "Wow, this fucking angry hippie seems to be a perfect fit for our establishment." And I said, okay, sure. So yeah, I'm gonna go work for a dealership instead of a little quick lube station, which will be great because it's a lot less bullshit and a lot more money. Who doesn't like less bullshit and more money?
I can't even count. I don't even think I know a single person.
I mean, except for
Yeah.
Lethal, because Lethal wants horse shit and more money.
No,
There you go.
I want horse shit. Horse shit and more money. Ba-doom-tsh. See what you did there?
Ah,
No, he's not going to get brain damage from a horse kick. He's going to get brain damage from a donkey punch. Ouch.
mm-hmm.
Ouch.
His wife will be doing that donkey punch.
Oh, Jesus.
Ha!
She better not.
Oh, it's gonna happen. She wears the pants in that family. I can tell.
well, you know, I can't say you're entirely wrong there. She makes a lot of the
shout out to
rules.
Lethal's wife because she's awesome, and I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley because she'd probably kick my ass too.
Right? She is a tough girl.
She has to be your wife.
You ain't fucking kidding. The shit that I've put her through doesn't equal out to the stuff that I've gone through of hers.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about wives. They say yes to us because they actually care that much.
Right.
You know.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, otherwise they wouldn't put up with all the nonsense.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And it's hard to find a woman like that these days.
Cheers to all the spouses and significant others
Cheers again.
for putting up with the bullshit that your other halves give to you.
Cheers.
Ale. Coffee. Oh,
Yeah.
man. So, yes. Buffet time. Sean,
Buffets.
take it away.
Cheeseburger in pit. Oh, that's Jimmy Buffett, not buffet. Sorry.
Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, guys. I left my brain somewhere in the other room. I couldn't find it. And
Perfect show for it.
Yeah, I'm in the right place to be. So tonight I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go. Boom! We got the Vapor SO Gen. Oh my God, that's way too tight. There we go. That's a little better. Vapor SO Gen with a black blotto sitting on top, being extra mean. Inside of that, there's Brain Freeze by Naked 100, because to me, that's my favorite menthol that's ever been made. Up next, the Just Right Edition. That's right, that knurled unicorn with a stainless odium sitting on top, because that looks surprisingly good together. Hell yeah. I don't understand. And we all know what happens when you hold a bottle upside down for a while. It means that we're at the very last dripply droplets, and this is the last dripply droplets of Rated S for Sick by Sick Boy Industries, and it's also fantastic because I don't vape crap. Then we've got this guy here, Unicorn Vert, with another Odium on top, keeping it a little murdered out on this setup. Just a little pops of color from the little bands there, looking extra tough.
Absolutely. Clean setup.
This stuff right here, Prohibitions, Syntax, peanut butter custard, best peanut butter custard. It's just so peanut butter in your face. It's amazing. And then my little MTL setup's always kicking around. That's my Tesla with an Amit MTL on top, 6 milligram, pinkies up, cactus chiller inside. It's prickly pear, watermelon, kiwi, and light menthol. Not only do I know it, but I can read it right off the label because I'm not completely illiterate. And that's it for me. Take it away, Wolfie.
So it's just like a blurry camera. I can't do it.
It's not really a camera at all. It's just a blurry mod.
Yes, basically. So Torin Mech mod. Yeah. Let's do it. Aye! The Torin Mech mod with a recoil on top of it. Woohoo! And with some Harambe from 12 Monkeys. And then I also have El Thunder Cosmonaut combo with, of course, 12 Monkeys Manga Bees. So not sponsored by 12 Monkeys, but yeah, it's a good choose. So yeah.
Oh, sorry, that 12 Monkeys is really good liquid.
I know, I heard that too. So Warlock's Hammer and TM24 Pro with some Illusions, Nirvana, of course.
Stop.
And
Hammer time.
Because it's Wednesday. And then also Vaporoso Gen with the Axial Stainless combo. So that's with Pony on Essen. Last, definitely not the least, Vicious Ant with a Reverie on top of it with some Liquid by Smacks.
And of course, if you take enough acid, you'll see ponies too.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Do they punch too when you see them? Or no?
unicorns?
The ponies.
Ponies punch people in the dick.
Cool.
I don't know where unicorns came from. I think I was thinking unicorn puke for a second.
I vaped a couple of unicorns in my day.
So, what have I got repping tonight? Well, we got the Drag 1 with the Twisted Messes TM24 Pro on top, which doesn't want to focus in. We've got the VGod Elite Mech with the recoil, OG recoil on top there. We've also got the little bit of a throwback here, the iJoy Zenith Maxo variable voltage with the Bonza on top there. And we've got the ever so lovely Pandora with the OG Goon on top there. For juice, what I'm running is we've got some lovely, lovely blueberry cornbread pudding going on tonight, as well as some cheeseberry straw cake from Bakery. And that's what I'm vaping on. Just those two juices.
Aren't you fancy?
Not really.
Fancy.
I will be soon. There's some things in the works. I should be fancy
that
soon.
Lethal Coils RDA.
Oh, Jesus, no.
2016-84.
Oh, Christ, no.
Soon on 2021, boys.
If I actually, you know what? Maybe I would. Maybe if I was to come out with an RDA, I think I might call it the 1981. I don't know. What would you call one, Sean?
They wouldn't let me produce it. The lawyers said you can't use cuss words in the name of a product because I would call it the fuck it.
So the FI.
You
Do
know,
like
it'd be
TVP did with the FP.
No, because I wouldn't cowtail.
Good point.
I would just stand tall and be like, nope, it's the fuck it or bust, and they'd be like, well, bust. I'm like, no, don't call it the bust. I'm not gonna make it. Then I get really angry, and everybody would be buying the bust RTA or RDA, and I'd be like, you're an asshole. You know that? Give me my money.
I want my money back.
But seriously, I have no idea. I would actually, because I do a little bit of marketing stuff, in the past. I would really have to name it something that applied to the atomizer. You know what I mean? Something that might have a whole lot of airflow would get a name that might have to do with the fact that it had a lot of airflow, like
Right.
The wind RDA, the cool breeze,
The cool breeze.
the typhoon.
Typhoon. I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those who don't know, the typhoon is a piece of vaping equipment already.
Damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's what we call intellectual property theft, and that, my friends, is wrong.
IP fraud is bad.
Yes, I can't
The
steal
more
other
you
people's
know.
intellectual property. That's a crime.
That's a crime.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime.
I once did a Broadway show about puns. It was a play on words.
Ba-doom. Oh man. So yeah, why don't we go ahead? We haven't done that yet. We haven't done shout outs to everybody yet. We've got Chris Storm, aka Tuna, Sean Typhon, of course, Mr. Tweak, Andy Harris, Nate Jones, Jay Jerry. We got Wolfbite. What's going on, dude? Vapin' Irish, how are you? Tolamac, how's it going, Alan? Coming down the line. Mr. Frames, motherfucking Janklin, in the house.
Hey, I know that guy.
Hey, I know that guy.
I know that guy too.
I do. And that brings us down to the bottom of our list. So, what do we have to talk about tonight, guys? I know we were talking politics last time we ended the show there.
Politics.
Politics.
Some good topic.
Well, there's been recent development in the Massachusetts case, hasn't there, Sean?
If you can call it that. Massachusetts is still the state of full send or no send. And the bans are being upheld. And furthermore, the VTA's actions to try to prove that the state has, in fact, still overstepped its bounds were denied. And so as it stands now, we are banned.
Mm-hmm.
Completely banned in the state. Meanwhile, there's a flavor ban bill working its way through our house, and it's a pretty scary, sad, sorry state of affairs in the state of Massachusetts. That, coupled with some other developments that are going on the federal level, definitely make things a little uncomfortable. There's a damn good possibility that the ants are gaining overall ground on a federal level, and it's definitely disheartening on a couple of different levels. I know something over 50 of these anti-vaping groups have been writing the White House, trying to push for full-on flavor bans, and that includes menthol and mint tobacco cigarettes. So the war is on, guys. It's pretty heavy. I definitely urge anybody who hasn't had a chance to see it yet to head on over to the Truth About Vaping after the show, and go check out the latest video that Danielle has put up over there. She does a fantastic job in that series, putting together some really nice, enjoyable to watch, infographic-based videos. They're short. I think the longest is still under 10 minutes. And it really helps to break down all of the intricacies that are going on here. And specifically in this new one, she does a great job going through Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids and the American Lung Association and all of these different anti-groups, and how they all connect back with their funding to these different other organizations, and how it's this giant circle jerk to keep the money moving. And that's that's the state of affairs in vaping at this moment. We're
Pretty
in a scary
screwed.
place. Yeah, we're in a very scary place. Um, a lot of people know I'm typically a positive guy. I'm pretty gung ho. I'm usually a motivate the troops, rally the troops kind of guy. I'm going to be extremely candid tonight with everybody and be very honest and say I would highly recommend that people consider what you're going to do in the event that all vaping products are no longer available on a completely national level and you have no access to anything, nicotine products, etc., vaping products. I'm talking coil, all of that. Because there is a distinct possibility that with some of the legislation these people are trying to move in this country, they may be able to put a full-on stranglehold on everything. That's the movement of nicotine in and out of this country, so DIY would be hurt.
Yep.
The movement of all vaping products, so pre-made liquids, coil, cotton, vape devices. Um, if all of that is successful, we really ought to consider what our exit strategy is. I know myself, I'm a big proponent of CBD products and the fact that with the vapable CBD, we can have an excellent um, replacement. The CBD's effects can take some of that edge off of having no nicotine.
Yep.
While we still have a familiarity in flavors, because many of the flavors that a lot of folks I know have come to love in nicotine versions have a CBD rendition on the market already.
Right.
So you'd still have that familiarity. And I would definitely recommend considering that as an option, uh, not only just to support those companies that you've always loved and supported in those endeavors of making their CBD lines, but also in that support of yourself so that you can take that edge off, so that you can get through that lack of nicotine. Because, yes, we may vape 3 or 6 milligram nicotine, but you try vaping a 0 milligram for a full day while you're aware it's a 0 milligram and tell me you aren't bugging out thinking you need some nicotine, you know?
Right.
Um, at least having that CBD to take that edge off would be a great help for a lot of people. And that's something I would definitely urge people to consider.
Absolutely. I think that's a great bit of advice to give to people. Start considering, like you said, what they're going to do when this all comes crashing down.
And I don't mean it to be completely doom and gloom because I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller by any means. This could be a year down the road. This could never happen. But I am a firm believer in always preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
Mm-hmm.
And in that vein, I think it is very pertinent for every hobbyist vapor, especially, to have a plan in mind, some idea of what will you do if and when the worst case scenario happens to you. That way, when it does happen, it's not a panic. It's not a reactionary moment. I think it was here on this show last week. We were talking about being proactive.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be emotional and be reactive.
Right.
And that's the thing is, if you already have a plan in place, you're not going to react. You're going to be proactive, and you're going to be able to do things in a manner that are better for you, your
Yep.
personal well-being, and your personal health. Nobody wants to go back to smoking here in this group. I'm almost certain of
No.
that.
Not at all.
And that's why I urge all of my friends that if the option is quit vaping altogether or go back to cigarettes, let's figure out how we stop vaping before we go back to cigarettes.
Right. Absolutely. Having an exit strategy is very important. It's key to being able to make it through all this.
And then we keep giving them fucking hell until we get it goddamn back.
Yep.
That's the ultimate thing is if we do come to that point, we stand there and say, hey, how that MSA dollar's working? Oh, that's right. We didn't go back to smoking, assholes.
That's right.
No. Now bring back my damn vapor products before I cut your throat. I mean, I take that back. Don't put that on record. No one's going to hurt you, I promise. Go back to nicotine talking, I swear.
It's just nicotine talking. I'm going through withdrawals, man. Jeez.
Give me some damn nicotine and I'll be fine.
No.
But seriously, how many people do you know? Like, we all know at least one person in our lives. It's like, if I don't have my nicotine, I swear to God, I will gut you from asshole to earlobe.
Yep.
Like, we all know that one person.
Yes,
That's
we
that
do.
person that I want specifically to listen to me today and start figuring out that exit strategy so he's not gutting people.
Yep.
I don't want to be walking down the street with my last couple of vapes and him be trying to rob me at gunpoint because I got some nicotine. You know,
Give me all your
I don't
neck.
need that. We don't need Gangs of New York, the vape version.
Oh my goodness, yes. No, I mean, we don't need that, but yes, that's an awesome thought. I never thought of it that way. But yep. So, on that, we're not going to go back to doom and gloom. Let's do something a little bit more positive.
How about that dang RDA? Y'all seen that dang
Oh.
RDA? It's all everyone's talking about right now is the dang RDA. Anybody seen the dang RDA?
Have you
That
seen the
dang
dang
RDA?
RDA? I wonder if I can share it on stream.
I'll tell you what. That's a very innovative clamping system for the leads. I think that's extremely unique. And I'm going to quote Homeboy OC from the suicide prevention live stream that was on Ruby Roo's channel at the beginning of the month. If y'all didn't see that, you should definitely go back and watch all 12 hours. It was fantastic. But he's like, vaping on that dang RDA, this thing would have been cool if it came out like 2 years ago. Like, man, had that thing hit the market like at the height of building,
Right.
whoa, it would have literally like melted people's faces off. It would have been beyond mind blowing.
I'm trying to pull up the picture of it. It's on my
Gonna
light
make you
stuff.
do it?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh my God, I could do it so much faster than you.
Then do it
Blow
faster.
me up.
Then do it faster.
I'm doing it right now. Y'all ready for this? So everybody's gonna have to look really closely here at my little box. So make sure to look really closely at my little box. But I'm gonna show you all the dang RDA, and this is with coils installed. I'm gonna hit this button. I'm gonna hit this button, and then I'm gonna move this little window here. Because we've been talking about it a little bit here in our Discord. If you're not part of the Stew Crew Discord, what are you doing? You need to get into that. You need to get into Lethal Coils Discord. You need to get into all these vape Discords because that's where things is happening right now, guys. That's where all the cool stuff.
That's where all the Vapor Bunny. What's going on? Cal's
So get into
Irons.
these Discords, people. But that's the dang RDA right there. And dang. So I mean, we can already see it's got a little bit of like a dead rabbit topside airflow thing going on, which
with
is
some side clamp action.
But those clamps are super unique. And bear with me as I scroll through my Discord feed here a little bit. I got a picture a little bit higher up I can show you that has the deck. There it is. So there's your deck without coils installed. So as you can see, we're clamping leads vertically right here and right here. This is super, super innovative. It's a clamp system that, as a clamp fan, I'm surprised it wasn't thought of a lot sooner.
I like that.
But,
I want to try one.
Yeah.
I've heard concern though that the coils might be too close together. That it might be that looks clean as fuck.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, we're gonna pull this up nice and close so y'all can really, really see. Like,
that looks clean as hell.
There's plenty of room here. You can pull these leads a little bit closer to that airflow if you want. You do see over here in this little out of focus bokeh for those photography fans that it's got some airflow blades. So you're going to be able to reduce your airflow on the inside of the barrel, which is nice for all of you friends like me who go crazy about that little ring of liquid that forms on the outside if you have those setups. So that's really cool. And it doesn't look like it's going to be super thick. So you should have a lot of room that you can still lean that into the airflow pretty nicely. And if you give somebody a toilet cool with that, damn, are we going to be in for the easiest building scenario you can imagine for a postless style deck? Because that's the number one challenge with postless deck, right? Is just getting those leads the perfect length so they sit where you want them. You get a little coil trimming tool with it.
Yep.
It's on like Donkey Kong. That's a beginners to advanced RDA
I
all
have
day long.
2 coilies. One never leaves my toolkit ever.
Smart.
The other one is hung up and never gets used. It's actually personalized. Simon sent it to me himself, and
So they're the official coily tool.
Oh, I've got both of them. I've got the injection molded one is the one that comes with me everywhere, but I've got a 3D printed with my name on it that I don't bring anywhere with me. I hang it up. That's just a decoration piece. But those they never leave my toolkit. But
yeah, I have my little Blotto coil.
oh
cutting
yeah,
tool. It works. It works.
I need to get a blotto.
Yeah, you better hurry up, homie.
I know.
Better get you a Blotto stat. You might want to call your Australian homie Mo and say, "Hey, you want to? No, don't do that. It'll cost you as much to ship it as it'll cost you."
I know.
Ask Frank freaking Wolf. I think he could help you. It'd be less expensive to ship it from Canada.
Right?
Mm.
I could PayPal it to him.
See, there you go. But yeah, you need a Blotto in your life. It's the RDA that vapes so nice. I bought it twice.
Ooh.
If that's not a cosign for it, I mean, I got a whole other setup with a dessert flavor sitting out in my living room right now because it's the last little bit of my partner, Mr. Overdrip, and his butterscotch custard. And I gotta nurse that. I don't want to waste it.
Nope. Can't waste
No,
it.
you don't.
It's like this, it's like I am with this blueberry cornbread pudding right now.
So is that the Country Clouds one, or is that somebody else's blend?
Blueberry country clouds.
Okay. So like that's not so bad, but I had somebody's DIY one once before that like
Really jaw dropping.
unreal. I don't remember who they were. It was somebody I met at NVE, but oh my god.
That good, huh?
It upsets me that they can't be a juice maker because I would buy their liquid line.
You know, I've heard similar about Chris's custards too, and
Well, thankfully, he's Canadian, and Canada isn't so anti-vaping that he might still have an opportunity to become a juice maker. And then
that would be dope.
We'll have to have some friends running over the border, smuggling back some of that fine, precious Canadian e-liquid. Hell yeah.
Yeah, till you get caught at the border. They're gonna have e-liquid sniffing dogs and shit.
Dude, what do you think of us, man? Like, we have flying mooses that could deliver it to you, man.
Yeah,
That
see what I'm
would
saying?
not be caught by the customs. Dude,
They'd be
easy.
like, oh, it's just a flying moose, eh? No big deal.
no big deal.
No big deal. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
sorry, eh? Don't mean to bump your hoofs.
Don't mean to poop on the loop.
Oh my gosh.
Even the flying moose is polite, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, didn't mean to poop on you." Because
Imagine like a flying moose pooping on your windshield, man.
I would be very, very upset if I were just driving down the road and moose poo just landed on my windshield. I would be very upset.
You wouldn't like that.
My mom.
Break my windshield once it hit terminal velocity, and that's the scary part. How do you explain that to your insurance company, to the doctors at the hospital? Sir, how did you get these shards of glass in your face? Well, you see, sir, a flying moose flew over the highway, and he happened to poop, and it landed and cracked my windshield, and I got all these shards of glass in my face. Sir, are you on drugs? No, I swear to God, here's a picture of my car with moose poop in it.
Oh,
It was a
man.
Canadian moose. What can I say? They have special powers.
Don't worry, the moose apologized already, so that's fine.
Whenever he takes off, he goes, up, and away,
Sorry, eh? Oh my
Bye,
goodness.
buddy.
How about them leaves, eh?
How about them leaves? I kind of want to irritate Chris just by calling him the leaves.
Because when the maple leaves turn colors, it's pretty.
That's right.
And so the Maple Leaves team.
It's only proper English.
Yeah, just
True.
like just like the movie Mario Brothers is pronounced Mario and
No,
not
Mario.
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 Oh, that conversation.
If y'all want to understand that joke, tune into the Green Room a couple episodes back when we had Oh My Lanta on as our special guest, and you can hear the whole conversation about Mario versus Mario. And trust me, it'll make you laugh because I think we all still laugh about that argument to this day.
Ooh, I was just gonna mention, and also, guys, if you are interested in hearing this sexy bastard sing, you should tune into Vaping with the Omies every Monday on the
Yeah,
Vaping with the Omies channel.
I'm that idiot that went vaping with the homies. Vaping with
Vaping
the
with it.
homies.
Speaking of songs, not too long ago, you put out a new album, didn't you?
I did. I did. I do. I do happen to also make music. I think a couple people in this chat may have actually heard the first album called We Are Stooges, or We're All Stooges. I'm sorry. And basically, the concept behind the first one was, we had just come back from NVE, and hanging out with everybody at NVE, spending all that time with everyone. I really got connected with part of the vape community so deeply that I was inspired by everybody, and I started making music that kind of reflected personalities of different people. And I continued that series with the latest album. So it's We're All Stooges too. And yeah, same idea. It's a lot of electronic instrumental music, lo-fi chill hop kind of stuff. And it's really fun too because I've made it available without registering any of my music. So this way, a lot of my friends who create content are now able to use it royalty free inside all their content. So I mean, if you watch, say, Frames Janklin's NVE video or several of his other videos that he's done over time, um, a lot of my first album is sprinkled in throughout all of his work, and that's just one example. I believe I did some work for the Wolf Bite at one point.
Oh.
So, if you guys have heard some industrial sounding music come out of the Wolf Bite once or twice, that might also have been me. But it's been fun, it's been a great catharsis. It's been a great release.
Do
And
you
yeah,
want to do you want to talk about some of the different things that went into making this last album? What were some motivators for you? What were some inspirations?
so it's funny, right? Because the way I make a lot of the music, um, I usually I'll either start with a sample that catches my ear somehow and play off of that, or sometimes I'll just have like a rhythm or something in my mind and I just kind of want to work on it, and I'll sit down and I'll start working on it. But a weird thing that only a handful of people might know because they've received like early versions of my first album. Um, I don't title any of my tracks during composing. I make the music and I just make whatever the hell I feel like making at that moment. And I number it sequentially at that. So, um, you know, if you look at the files in my software I compose my music in, it's literally like you see 79, 78, 77, 76, so on and so forth, all the way down, because that's just what I do. I number all the tracks as I create. And then I go back through and I listen to them. And I listen to them some more. And I let the track tell me who it's supposed to be about or who it reminds me of. Um, and that's kind of how the whole thing works is I listen to it and it suddenly hits me and it's like, oh man, this got that lethal vibe, so this is that lethal rhythm, yeah, lethal rhythm. And then bam, I title the track Lethal Rhythm. And after my band here, Lethal Coils, there's one in there that I'm sitting and I'm listening to it, it's got this certain mysterious vibe and I'm like, the Lone Wolf, after Frank Wolf, actually. Um, there's one that has a great story behind it, and I'll tell the story here in a second. But there's one called Beads of Death.
Ooh.
And it's one of my favorites because it's very obscure. But if you guys are all familiar with the True Vapor, or as we call him, the Suck My Mod of GB, Um, True Vapors has been doing a fantastic program with his friends called the Vaping Misfits. And his friends, Gruff and Grizzly, both have Tourette's. And Grizzly just makes me smile. Like, whenever we get talking, he's such an upbeat, positive guy. And at the same time, like, he says some of the wildest shit when he has a tick.
He does.
And so there was one day that we were talking about this beaded curtain that's behind me right here. And,
Yes.
you know, we were laughing about the fact that, like, you know, beaded curtains are cool, man, you know, until you got friggin' dreadlocks like mine, and you go to walk through them and they grab your dreads and they pull on you. And Sean just had a quick tick and went, "Beads of death, motherfucker!" And I lit up. I was like, "That is fucking amazing. I want to title a track, Beads of Death."
That's awesome.
And so I literally found the nearest scrap of paper I could, wrote it down so that I would remember Beads of Death connecting to Grizzly, and I held on to it. And I was listening back to all my tracks, and the track that got titled Beads of Death, it has a couple of really wild turns in it. There's a lot of misdirection where the song starts out one way and then all of a sudden it shifts wildly to something else, then it shifts back to something else, then it shifts to something else. And that erratic nature, yet it having still a consistent flow where everything is still familiar and pieces of everything you've heard just reorganized, mixed, and rearranged differently, it reminded me so much of Grizzly that it was like, there it is, Beads of Death. That's the track.
That's awesome.
You know, it was just super appropriate. There's another pair on there. If you check out the new album, it's called there's two tracks. One's called Be Cool, the other's called Don't Be a Dick. And if you listen to them, what I did was I took the same sample and did two different things with them. So one's got more of an upbeat, fast pace. One's a little bit more relaxed. You know, one's got a little more party vibe. One's a little more chill. And so, you know, that's a little play on my own catchphrases, as, you know, some folks know. You know, I tell people, don't let the bastards get you down. Remember to be cool. Don't be a dick. And, of course, let's remember to keep it cloudy.
Yep.
And, you know, that was just one of those things. Like, that's perfect. It's a good little play on it. There's a track on there to honor my brothers in the green room and how we've created this new term, Shed Time. You know, so there's a track on there to honor hashtag Shed Time. Because hashtag Shed Time can mean any extracurricular activity that you do to release yourself. So whether you like to consume on some legal products or some illegal products, we're not here to judge. The fact is, as long as you got something that's getting you loose, that's shed timing.
Mm-hmm.
Shed timing can be going out and playing paintball with your boys if that's what gets you loose. If that's what gives you a rush real quick, if that's what you do to relax, that's shed time to us, man.
Yep.
So, don't be afraid to hashtag shed time, whatever your shed time might be, and put on some good tunes while you do it.
And what's better than shed time and without having the company of good friends? Hence, I'm going to reiterate: jump in the Discords and check out the Zoom rooms.
Yeah, guys. I mean, absolutely, seriously. There's a lot of really cool vape communities right now, and a lot of us from the YouTube community have all migrated into these Discords because it's a great way that we can all stay in touch and build these further relationships through and through. You know, a great example, Chris Storm, aka Tuna. I found him in Batman's Discord first, and James and I got chatting with him a bunch. And then all of a sudden he moved over into the Vape Stew Discord and started hanging out with us over there too. Now he's hanging out with you on your Discord. Like, we're all so interconnected, and this Discord system is such a cool way for us to constantly engage with each other.
Yep.
And
new people.
Yeah, you know, I always urge people to come check that out. You know, if you need a jumping off point, obviously you got Lethal. You know how to reach him and find access to him. Vape Stew, get into their Vape Stew Facebook group, and once you're approved and in there, you can get yourself into the Discord group that way. I believe Batman is a similar situation. Once you're in Batman's group on Facebook, you can get into his Discord.
Yep.
They're just great communities. I love all of the friends I've made through there. Vapor for Life Jen is one of my favorite people I've met through, you know, Batman's Discord as an example, because we got talking and that woman got so goddamn fired up that she became an advocacy machine.
That's awesome.
Like, unbelievable, dude. Like, I popped into Batman's Discord after a few days of not being in there recently, and like she's up there updating them with all of this advocacy stuff, and I'm like, my girl, yeah.
That's
I'm
what's
so
up.
like I'm so proud of like the way that we can all motivate and inspire each other.
Yeah,
You know, um,
absolutely.
Tupac said it best. I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee you, I'm gonna spark the mind of the person who does. Um, and that's the beauty of having these communities is that we can do that for each other. You know, we might not have the idea that can change the world, but I guarantee you, collectively, we'll spark it. We'll make it happen.
Absolutely. Now, do you have a spot? Do you have a link where people can check out your album?
I do. I'm going to drop that in the chat for everybody right now.
For
For
sure.
those who don't know, bandcamp.com is a fantastic resource for independent music. For anybody who is looking to support independent artists, Bandcamp takes some of the least amount of money from any artist that is around. And so it's a great way for you to support some of your independent artists out there that you already like. And believe it or not, some of your favorite artists may have Bandcamps still to this day. And the beauty of that is, you spend, say, $10 and oh, I can't drop links because I don't have a wrench in your chat.
Where are you? Hold on, I'll find
So
you.
much for that. But yeah, Bandcamp's really cool because they really give a lot of that money
There you go. Now you
to
can.
the artist. And for example, there's a national Hawaiian act. They're a Hawaiian reggae band. Really into them. Their name is Hyrie, and you know obviously you can go get their music on Spotify and all those other places, but I found out they had their Bandcamp. And so the difference is they're going to get pennies for every play out of Spotify. They're going to get a vast majority. I'd say if you spend $10 on my album, I receive about 9 and change. You know what I mean? So it makes a big difference to those artists. Now, my albums, on the other hand, those are name your own price. You are more than welcome to download them for free. I did not make them to make money. I'm not a musician professionally anymore. I was at one time. That's not me at this stage of my life. So you can download that for free. If you like the music and you want to pay for it, by all means, please do. I appreciate it. You'll buy me some battery wraps or something, or maybe a DHD tip, because
You
you
gotta have them DHD tips, man.
But at the end of the day, I do it for me. And the fact that people enjoy it is just really cool. And that's why I made it available for people. And I urge people to go check it out. Nowadays, you go check out YouTube, type in lo-fi, and see what happens. There's like 15, 20 different channels that are streaming 24-hour a day, lo-fi, chill hop music like I'm making.
Yeah.
It's a certain vibe. You can kick it with your friends and have it be background music. You can work on your car in the afternoon and let it be background music. You can cruise for a couple of hours on a sunny day and roll the windows down and let it knock. That's the beauty of the style.
Yeah.
It's not like high energy dance music. It's just mellow stuff. It's almost hip hop beats that don't need rapping.
It's like
it's
shed
cool.
time music.
Yeah, it is very much some good shed time music. If you're out in the shed time, and I definitely recommend you put on the track #shed time, because what's better than #shed time when you #shed time to #shed time?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was a mouthful. Hey, yo, dog, I heard you like speakers, so we put speakers on top of your speakers so you can listen to your speakers while you're listening to your speakers.
You can post that link now.
I did.
Did you? I didn't even see it. It didn't come up.
I'm a friggin' ninja, son.
No, it didn't come up.
You're still in top chat, aren't you?
No, I'm in live chat.
Because I'm looking at it right here. I'm underneath Rachel and above Rachel.
Huh. Why am I not seeing it? Interesting.
Because your eyes.
Yeah, no. I'm not seeing you on my chat at all.
I sees it. Frank,
I see
you
it.
sees it? See? All right.
Frank
I
sees
see
it?
it.
Why do I not see it? Hold on.
Lethal doesn't love me no more.
Vapor Bunny says she doesn't. No link in chat for them.
Weird.
That's
I
what
see it.
Iris says. The same thing. It's not in my chat either.
Bam, there it is again.
There, now I see it.
First timestamp was 7:46 p.m. Eastern.
Holy
Second
cow.
time. That's weird, man. I don't know what the hell happened. It didn't do the first one, obviously, because it said, "Nah, you suck. You're not allowed." Then you let me be allowed because I'm cool. And now that I got a spanner, I did it, and it's like, "Nah, you suck. You're still not cool enough." And now I get it.
Fucking Frank.
Frank Wolfbite just spams the ever loving shit out of it. And while we're on the topic of music and the site of Bandcamp, I want to just throw out another vaping artist real quick.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Michelle Lynn Bass, as she's known on Instagram. That bass is because she happens to play that instrument called the bass guitar. It's a 4-stringed instrument, sometimes 5 and sometimes 6 if you're a real weirdo. But yeah, she happens to play bass guitar and she makes folk music. And you should definitely check out her album, guys. I love it. Villamod is a tribute to her son, who she lost to suicide, and all her proceeds go to suicide prevention. So if you download it and never listen to it just to make a donation to suicide prevention, that's huge in and of itself. But listen to the music because it's frigging amazing.
It is. I have her album, yeah.
I have it digitally. I have it physically.
Yeah, she gave me a copy and signed it for me when we were at NBE, actually.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's beautiful.
It really is.
It'll make you think. It'll make you cry. And it's a fantastic album. And like I said, those proceeds going to suicide prevention is huge. So definitely, I highly urge everyone, go check out Michelle Lynn's album. Leave a note and be like, hey, Lethal's Vapor Lounge sent me. You know?
Absolutely. She deserves it, too. She's a great woman.
Sure does. And, if Michelle gets a chance to watch this later, I love you, Michelle. Shout out to you, sister.
Oh, absolutely. I think Michelle needs all the shout-outs.
And be sure to tune into her on That's What She Said, Thursday nights on the Ruby Root channel, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Absolutely.
And if you're in Greenwich Mean Time, that's some ungodly hour of the early morning. You can catch the replay.
This is the show of plugs, I swear to God. And I don't care either. I like it.
Well, if there's one thing that all my years of being a hip-hop artist taught me, it's to be really good about shameless promotion. The problem is I was never good at shamelessly promoting myself. I was always good at shamelessly promoting my boys.
Absolutely.
Like, check out my man Rain's record over here, Ear to the Street. Shit's fire. Video just dropped. No, seriously, go check out my man Rain. His name is Rain. It's Raine. His song is called Ear to the Streets, and it's fantastic. He's very super swagadelic. If you like
Ear to the Streets. Why do I know that song?
He dropped that shit like quietly years and years and years ago.
When did this happen?
It was like an early joint from back like
no shit.
Day. And he finally put the video out a couple of months ago, man, and it's dope. It tells a nice story about gangsterdom, and seeing as how we're being propped in on by Mr. K.
Yeah, we are. We're being live jacked.
I want to say, hi, clown. I love you. Your beard is glorious.
Yes, even though we can't see it, clown.
I'm like on their show right now.
So?
On Frank and Lethal Coil's show.
Yeah. So welcome to Lethal's Vapor Lounge with Frank. It is now called The Vapor Lounge because he has to change the name because he has a permanent co-host named Frank freaking Wolf.
Yes, it is now the Vapor Lounge live. So is that Mrs. Clownette we hear?
Yeah, she's watching YouTube videos in the background.
Hello.
Hola.
So,
for those who don't know, Clownette is way cooler and way more qualified to be on any vape show than the rest of us. And she should definitely be a guest on That's What She Said on the Ruby Roo channel, 10 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Qualified to be on a show.
I was gonna say, is your camera pointed up?
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, we have a really cool view of this really pretty graphic on his screen.
You know what? I'd love to do a later show and actually be able to get the That's What She Said crew on.
Good luck.
I know. Huh?
that's difficult because you're trying to coordinate schedules around 5 people's lives.
I know.
Because we tried on the green room, and we were fortunate that we were able to get Ruby and Michelle.
Yep.
And that was awesome. And if you guys haven't seen that episode, definitely go check that out because that is the episode James gets gifted shed time.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
If you don't know what
Super.
shed time is,
Yeah,
shed time is
super
his
emotional end of the
monarch.
episode. It was super cool, and so people should go check that out. But yeah, it is just so hard to coordinate everybody. You're almost better off trying to coordinate like 3 weeks, so this way you could have 1 or 2 of them each week.
Yeah.
So that's what she said month.
That's what she said month. I like that. That's a great. I would normally be sleeping now. No chance tonight. I'm sorry, Rachel. And yes,
Well, hey, at least you're not sleeping and you're here with us, because if there's anything that you could be doing other than sleeping, I'm glad it's hanging out with a bunch of weirdos talking about vaping nonsense.
well, I figured that's why she
Sure.
was here, is because she can't sleep, so she wants to get to sleep. Watch me.
Oh Jesus! Now we got a tuna tits just bombarding us.
What the fuck happened? Why did he leave?
Weird, man. This is like the special episode where people crash and he doesn't know it, so we're like, oh hey,
Hello.
It's the Russian roulette spectacular.
it is.
Russian roulette spectacular. Oh my goodness. So how are you doing, Mr. Clown?
I'm good. I'm bottling up some juice.
There you go.
Mr. J's Vape Solutions, the finest in the land. Get you that blueberry churro called Blue Sin, and you won't be disappointed.
Dude, Sean, I know you love the Mint Me, and I've been playing around with the MTL versions of all the e-liquids. I really want to send you an MTL version of that.
Oh,
Gabe
sweating.
Rogan.
I'm sweating a little. The breathing heavy is starting to happen. Oh my God, mercy! I'm having a
Why don't
hot
we-
flash. That's so sexy.
Dude, like, okay, I'll be honest. Mint Me is like one of my it's the least favorite out of the 6 that I do. But MTL, oh my God, not gonna lie.
Something about mints and MTLs is wonderful. And yeah, I got to imagine. Like I just threw my wife some of the Blue Sin I still had. I was like, hey, you need something for your coils. This is perfect. Perfect. And now she's probably never going to give you that bottle back. She's probably going to kill it.
Glad you guys are liking the juice.
Hey, man. Blue Sin, guys. I'm serious. Check it out if you haven't. Get you a Mr. J's Vape Solutions bottle of Blue Sin. Blueberry churro. Blueberry cinnamon. Come on. It's
What?
stupid good. It's stupid good.
That sounds great.
Hit up KVTV on the interwebs. There's all sorts of different ways. I don't have to explain it. Y'all are adults. You know how to hit up people on the interwebs now. But yeah, hit that man up. Get you some Blue Sin. Get you some Mr. J's. There's some fire hidden in that line. I'm not just saying that because he's a sponsor of our show over there. I'm saying that because he's my boy and I truly mean it. So get you some. How the hell is he going to make a fruit flavor with peach that I can handle? But he did it.
Right?
But he did it.
I actually get that comment a bit.
Fruit basket reminds me of taking the whole bag of Welch's, like the fruit punch flavor or whatever it's called, that like mixed fruit one, and just throwing it in your face, like all the flavors at once. It works. It works.
My favorite description thus far is Capri Sun.
I can see that. I
Mm.
can definitely see that. But shit, man, it's coming up on 8 o'clock. And
It
I
is.
definitely have to start getting ready for my next adventure. So if you guys want
Yes.
to see more of my ludicrous nonsense and a little more of this angry hippie vape advocacy talk, come join me over on the Poo and Sauce McNasty channel in about half an hour.
The
Absolutely.
phenomenon that is the angry hippie.
Oh my
So-
God.
We are going to wrap this show up right now, actually, anyways, because it is coming up on the hour. So thank you very much to Mr. Sean Typhon and KVTV for popping on the show with us. Thank you, Frank, for another great show. Sean, is there anything you'd like to say before we peace out?
Yeah, I'm just going to give it a quick plug as if I haven't plugged them a whole shitload already. Definitely, if you guys want to hear some more about advocacy, specifically, we're going to be talking a lot about the mail ban thing. Yeah. So if you want to hear about what's going on with possibly banning the shipment of all vapor products through the U.S. Postal Service, come check me out over there on the Poon Sauce McNasty channel. Like I said, literally in half an hour. It's called What's in the News with Poon Sauce and the Angry Hippie. Other than that, you can really see more of this style madness over on the Green Room Friday nights on the Frames Janklin Vapor channel. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and those 2 hours in between, if you're in those time zones. And
I thought that was the only one.
oh well, there's also Mountain. I respect Mountain because Ruby Roo is awesome, and she has to abide by Mountain time. So I now respect Mountain.
Okay.
But that being said, guys, thanks a lot for having me on once again. It's been a real pleasure. It's always a good time. I love hanging out and cutting it up with Lethal. I love
Absolutely.
Frank. It's a shame I don't get to see Frank as often because his schedule is super hectic. So it's so awesome I get to hang out and shoot the breeze, what you hear.
Absolutely.
Beyond all that, guys, I'm gonna hit it with my sign out like I've done everywhere, every time. I'm proud of everybody for all the effort you put in. Keep giving those bastards hell. Don't let those bastards get you down. Remember to be cool. Don't be a dick. And of course, let's keep fighting so we can keep it cloudy. What's going on with you, Frank? What do you got to tell them?
So basically, Vape Radio, we are on 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Central. That's every Saturday. And every Sunday, that's 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central. Only on vaperadio.com. Also,
on Vape Radio.
Clown Vape's channel, KVTV. So that's always going to be on Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Central. So that's going to be a new schedule because we are told we are competing with another channel, so we can't do our usual schedules anymore. Also, just remember that you're a master of your own destiny. No, I'm kidding.
I forgot. That was a good try.
You were
Good
gonna
try.
do the Joel thing again, weren't you?
No, I just want you guys to remember to stay positive and, get those crisp high fives. No, I also forgot.
And if you're not a somebody in somebody's eyes, you're a somebody
You-
in Lethal
He,
eyes.
he reminds me of Ashfuck from Boondock Saints, where he tries to mix and match the sayings.
Oh, God.
Vape
Remember
on,
the
friend.
crisp high fives in somebody's eyes. 'Cause you're the master.
Crisp high fives in somebody's eyes.
Positivity and stuff. One love.
Yeah.
Clown, anything that you'd like to say before we peace out?
Sorry I crashed your show.
No.
Thank you for derailing an already off the rails performance. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Added to
I'm
the
over here
insanity.
watching anime bottling liquid. Like Frank's calling me, what's wrong?
It's all
Well,
Frank's fault.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's Frank's fault.
Okay.
Frank's fault. It's always Frank's fault.
Then we can't let it slide now. Damn it, Frank.
What do you do?
What do you do? All right. So for me, guys, that's it. You guys can catch me tomorrow morning on twitch.tv, which the link is in the chat right now. I do a morning game stream there every morning. This weekend, we will be starting my Saturdays and Sundays, no streaming whatsoever. For the morning time, Twitch is done for the weekends. So it'll be Monday through Friday. I'll be doing those. You guys can catch me again tomorrow afternoon here in the East Coast of the United States, 1 p.m. our time, 4 p.m. in the UK. No, 5 p.m. in the UK, sorry. And that's for the Ohm Service Live with Mark Solom Reviews and Mr. Steve BFG Hodson. You guys can catch me there. Yes, I am reclaiming the weekends. Thank you, Irish. That's it for me, guys. I've been Chris Lethal Coils. He's been Frank Wolf. We have our two spectacular guests, Mr. Sean Typhon and KVTV. Thank you guys so much. Without you in chat, we would not have a show. For all the spanners out there, thank you again for doing such an amazing job, as you always do, taking care of chat and making sure things go smoothly. Guys, lastly, not leastly, please do remember that no matter how bad your day gets, no matter how bad things might seem, remember to keep your heads up, that you are the master of your own destiny. You're the only one in this world that can pick and choose how positive or negative your days will ever be. So remember to keep that positivity high, keep the smile on your face, and let that negative brush off your shoulders. Until next time, fam, you guys have been absolute legends. We'll see you in the next one. And yeah, let's keep vaping, guys.
Penguins will win against the Bruins on Monday. Woohoo!
Peace. Hit slaps. Leedle, 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 leedle.